The Taliban's victory parade with terror tactics in Kandahar now. Ahead of forming its government in Kabul, the Taliban showcased plundered American weapons, including armored fighting vehicles, US Black Hawk helicopters and M4 rifles, giving out a very clear signal that the Taliban now controls the ground and the skies. It's thumbing its nose at President Biden.
Taliban's victory parade in Kandahar, South Afghanistan. Kandahar has been Taliban's earlier headquarters, and this is where the Taliban are parading American weapons and platforms now in their control. These are American armored fighting vehicles used by US and Afghan troops in Afghanistan. But now, these vehicles move under the Taliban flag with hundreds of Taliban fighters dressed in US pattern camouflage fatigues, waving American M4 rifles. And as dozens of armored fighting vehicles and Humvees roar down the Kandahar highway, a US Black Hawk helicopter flies overhead, once again displaying the Taliban flag. The signals are very clear. Taliban controls the ground and the skies above in Afghanistan. Taliban spokesperson Mullah Zabiullah Mujahid has said so in as many words, celebrating their victory over the United States after 20 years of being on the run.
There was no need for war. Unfortunately, the US officials used arrogance at the time. They did not consider the outcome of their work, and the result was that now they were defeated.
The weapons on display include, apart from the Humvees and the armored fighting vehicles and the Black Hawk helicopter, an assortment of small arms, including M4A1 rifles, its magazines, pistols and other sidearms and body armor. The Taliban are already dressed in US pattern camouflage fatigues. The US has, however, claimed they demilitarized all aircraft, helicopters and armored vehicles in Kabul. The US are learned to have taken out key components and damaged some crucial equipment to ensure that neither the aircraft nor the helicopters remain airworthy. But the victory parade showcasing US weapons, Taliban are clearly having the last laugh. Bureau Report, India Today.
An intense battle between Taliban and the resistance forces of Panjshir, the last free citadel of Afghanistan. Both the groups have claimed casualties and the gunfight is only intensifying. India Today, remember, is the only Indian channel reporting from Ground Zero in Panjshir, bringing you this first-hand world exclusive.
Battleground Panjshir. Intense firing between Taliban fighters and resistance. Taliban blocks all roads leading to Panjshir. Tanks, armored fighting vehicles and heavily armed Taliban fighters.
Fighting between the Taliban and the resistance force led by Ahmed Massoud on the Kandahar area. The entrance to Panjshir, Afghanistan. Taliban has also blown up a bridge connecting the Kandahar road with Panjshir in the Kalash.
This is Kandahar, the entry point to Panjshir. Taliban have blown up an important bridge encircling Panjshir, choking the supply routes.
We will fight anyone who opposes the Islamic Emirate system.
The resistance fighters are undeterred. They have been brought up on tales of valor of the legendary Tajik commander Ahmad Shah Massoud and his resistance of both the Taliban and the Soviets. The young generation too wants to live up to the legends.
The war has started in Panjshir and the Taliban are being defeated. And we will fight till the last drop of blood in our body.
And the fighting in the past several days has been intense. There are reports of casualties on both sides. The resistance claims they have neutralized over 350 Taliban fighters, beating back multiple attacks.
Lots of casualties from Taliban side. Around 15 wounded and a few have been captured.
Taliban deny having suffered fatalities, but locals say they have been used by Taliban to go to the front lines as human shield and also to retrieve bodies of fighters killed.
Taliban are forcing people out of their homes and are taking them to the war front.
The resistance commanders have also confirmed that the Taliban is using locals around Panjshir as human shields to retrieve bodies, but claim they have held fire to ensure locals do not lose their lives.
That they have entered the Shotul district of Panjshir province. This is absolutely lie. They have approached Shotul last night, but they have been pushed back and they have suffered lots of casualties. At least 40 of their dead were in the battlefield.
The Taliban have sought reinforcements to take on the resistance fighters at Panjshir, and the siege is expected to go on much longer.
Taliban have suffered heavy losses, but the area is under siege and transportation routes are all closed.
The fear is writ large on faces of people.
The ongoing war has affected the local population in Gulbahar at the entry point of Panjshir. They live in fear amidst warning food supplies.
Gulbahar market is running out of supplies and the streets are deserted.
Taliban attacks intense